ghost stories, unsolved mysteries, and other stories of the strange and bizarre. I'm Darren Marlar, the host of Weird Darkness. I'm always looking for stories of the paranormal, macabre, supernatural, dark, and creepy. Stories from you. Sit back, turn down the lights, and come with me into the Weird Darkness. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at WeirdDarkness.com.
This podcast is part of the BombPod Media Network.
From DailyDoseOfWeirdNews.com, I'm Darren Marlar, and this is your Daily Dose of Weird News. The government admits that the Social Security Administration has paid over $30 million to dead people over the years, and they all vote regularly at the polls in Chicago. Oprah continues to say she will not be running for any public office. Yeah, but isn't that how Hillary got started? Justin Timberlake has confirmed that he will be performing at this year's Super Bowl. TV stations nationwide have already been warned to have somebody ready to hit the dump button in case of a wardrobe malfunction. An Ohio man has built a 2-story Star Wars-inspired Halloween display in his front yard. Nick Meyer constructed the replica 4-legged all-terrain armored transport walker outside his home in Parma. It's not known whether or not he can see it from the basement window where he lives in his mom's house. Puerto Rico is going through a cash crisis with 35% of banks still closed. On the positive side, it's Puerto Rico, so there's nothing to buy anyway. An author is predicting that Apple, Google, and Facebook will all be gone in another 50 years. At which point I'll be, 99 years old, and I probably won't care at that point. Police in Burlington, Iowa have charged 29-year-old Garrett S. Selters with killing his own mother by striking her in the head with an electric guitar. Police say Garrett Selters struck 56-year-old Linda Selters in the back of her head with a Les Paul guitar. Linda had called 911 that morning seeking help because her son was having an episode. Officers quickly arrived and found Garrett Selters outside pacing and stating that he had killed his mother. Playing in the background? Death metal, of course. A Pennsylvania woman turning 112 says the secret of her longevity is not drinking any coffee. Blasphemy! A 52-year-old Spanish tourist was killed by a falling chunk of one of Florence's most famous churches, the Basilica of Santa Croce. My mom used to tell me, that it would not kill me to go to church. Well, see, now I have proof that she was wrong. The Hallmark Channel is going to have 34 new Christmas movies for you this season, which seems a bit overkill to me, seeing as most of us are pretty happy watching A Christmas Story over and over again on TBS. For the first time ever, Playboy will feature a transgender playmate in its November issue, because that's exactly what heterosexual men want to see when they buy a girly magazine. Chris Brown's 8th album coming out later this month will include 45 songs. Although, if you remove the cursing and N-words, it's only about 1 3/4 songs in total. One of the funnier rumors running around about President Trump is that a lot of times he uses a Melania body double when making appearances, which is ridiculous because he does not have the legs to pull that off. Burrito-dropping drones are being tested in Australia. Look out! It's an aerial gas attack! A Canadian man is suing Sunwing Airlines because they served sparkling wine instead of champagne as advertised. All right, now whatever you do not tell this guy that his Crunchberry Captain Crunch is not made with real crunch berries. The study says intelligent people are more at risk of mental illness, meaning I have a lifetime of mental health to look forward to. Taco Bell in Wisconsin is experimenting with the Kit Kat Chocolatiella. It's basically melted chocolate and Kit Kat pieces folded up in a flour tortilla, which is then grilled. It sells for $1. Apparently, their regular menu items weren't killing people fast enough. An Italian soccer player has been banned for 5 games after he urinated in the direction of the opposing team's fans. Yes, on the field. Hey, when you gotta go… Get the Daily Dose of Weird News podcast for Apple or Android at dailydoseofweirdnews.com, and please leave a review on iTunes if you like the show. I'm Darren Marlar, and I'll see you next time, Weirdos!